Hi, this is Sharon from craftyandcreativeideas.blogspot.com. I'm here today to bring you another one of my Wow That's Cool videos. It's not going to be actually making a card this time. All I want to do is show you how to use the Stampin' Up! Thinlits. Whether you're using the butterflies or the hellos or whatever. But if you're watching this video, you probably fall in one of two categories. Either you've been hesitant to buy these because you can see how many holes there are and you're afraid you don't want to be sitting there having to pick each of these out all the time. Or you've purchased them and you haven't used them, and every time you make a card, you're putting it aside because you don't know what to do with them yet. So you put off making the card until you have time to figure out how to use the Thinlit to begin with. I'm hoping that this video will clear up a lot of questions that you have using the product, because I have got so many emails lately on this questions with this, and I decided to make a video because it's probably easier than constantly answering emails. But anyways, these two cards that I'm going to show you right now are made with the Thinlits. I don't even have these posted on my blog yet. They'll probably be posted in the next week or two. But this one is using the butterfly Thinlits, Stampin' Up! And then this card that I made is using the Hello You Thinlit. So I'm going to show you how to work these so that they come out so easy. So we'll get started, shall we? So we're going to need our Big Shot, and we're going to need some everyday wax paper. Okay, so we're going to need some everyday plain old Reynolds wax paper or any other brand that you find. Okay, you're going to rip off a piece that is large enough to cover your framelit, your little Thinlit. And I think what we will do is do the small butterfly first. Okay, I just took a piece of scrap. I have to keep this zoomed out so you can see the whole Big Shot for right now, and then I'll zoom in later. But don't mind my cutting pads because they are a mess because I use them so much. But anyways, you take a piece of scrap, and then you're going to take your wax paper and lay it on top of your scrap. And then you're going to lay your framelit down so that the cutting edge is downward. And then we're going to put the other cutting pad on top. Now, what I have found works for me is doing 4 shots through this. So you're going to come through once, come back twice, then 3, and then 4. Once you remove it, then I use my piercing tool just to get things started. Okay, I've temporarily moved my Big Shot and zoomed in so you can see this. Now, a lot of this is just going to pop out so easily already because of the wax paper. You can see the wax paper on the top of this still, but if you take your piercing tool, some of this, if you just tap on this whole thing, most of these will fall out of there without any trouble at all. Okay, then you do have that thin piece of wax paper that once you pick at it, the whole wax paper is going to come off, and your butterfly might be left with one little thing or something that you have to poke through, but basically flawless. They're just so beautiful. So I'll show you how to use the Hello. And here is now here's the bigger butterfly from that set, and here's what this looks like when they're so elegant. The butterflies they're just beautiful. And then I like to take a bead of gems, rhinestones down the middle. And they're just pretty. Or you can even put a button with a little bit of twine. But what I did on my card here was put another butterfly in there with twine. But we'll go on to the hello then, and we'll do the same thing. Now I didn't hardly even need the piercing tool with this. Everything just pops right out with the wax paper. All the little pieces, a little messy, but let me get everything set up for the hello then. Okay, I'm back. Let me zoom this out a little bit. Okay, I have a piece of scrap, and I'm going to once again set down the paper with the wax paper on top, put my little Thinlit on there, and then put the other cutting pad, and we're going to go back and forth twice, so it's 4 times. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to stop the camera just to get rid of this big shot again. Okay, so here's our paper. Let me zoom in for you. Okay, now we remove off of the paper the scrap. You're going to just pop some of these out. Take your little piercing tool and just poke a couple of little holes, and the whole thing will start to release out of the frame, out of the Thinlit. Now there's a little thing of wax paper in there that you want to remove and just toss, but they come out perfectly. So there's your hello. Let me see if I can put this on the back of something just so you can see it better. And it's just perfect. And I mean, there's no reason now that you have to fear about buying these or using them if you've already bought them and you don't know what to do with them. They're so easy to use, and they come into so many sayings now. We have hello, you, thanks, happy, thankful for, merry, love. They're wonderful. And now the butterfly, the little framelets, and the butterfly also comes with one other one in it too, and it's just a solid one. It doesn't really have a lot of detail to it, but these 2 elegant ones you're gonna love. So I hope this has been helpful and that you will not fear using these little Thinlits. If you've enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you have 2 seconds if you could give it a thumbs up or a comment. And until next time, God bless.